All right, so do me a favor, guys. Pull out a pencil and paper or your notebook here. Do a little activity with me. It's a little activity. So on that paper, guys, well, first, before you guys write anything, let me ask you a question. Some of y'all know the answer to this. I've asked this question before. But before you write anything down, what are your top 2 expenses in life? Food, okay. Your daughter, okay. The kids, mortgage, top expenses in life. What are your top? What is your number? Actually, I'm sorry. What is your number 1 expense in life? Medical bills. Oh, yeah, medical bills. Time. Okay, time. That's deep. Taxes. Okay. Anything? Travel. Oh man, you travel that much? All right. Number 1 expense in life. You're right. We'll be out there. You're right. Student loans. That's your top expense in life. Wow. I hear you on that. Anybody else? You say your dog? That's your number 1 expense in life, your dog. Okay. Hey, I feel you on that. Well, on that paper, I want you guys to put a 1, and I want you to put a 2. Put a 1 and a 2. And funny enough, I think who said taxes? Taxes. Your second biggest expense in life is taxes. Go ahead and put taxes on number 2. As Albert said earlier, we can talk about taxes. I mean, I got an expense like nothing else. But that's only your second biggest expense in life. Your second biggest expense in life is taxes. We can never escape taxes. We're going to always pay taxes. It is what it is. Ain't nothing we can do to escape that. But that's not your number 1 expense in life. Y'all want to know what your number 1 expense in life is? Time, mindset, kinda. So I'm gonna tell you before I do this. My mentor, I know I got a lot of mentors. My mentor, Marquell, he did this exercise with me, because at the time I was building another business. I was making anywhere between 20, 30K a month, and I said I wanted to get to a much higher goal. And he did this exercise with me. That's why I'm doing this exercise with you. And it blew my mind when he painted it out for me. So write this down. Your number 1 expense is not knowing. Your number 1 expense in life, and I'm going to explain this in a second. Your number 1 expense in life is not knowing how to get the life that you want to get, how to achieve the goal you want to achieve. And I'll explain that for a second. You don't got to shout this out. Leave this privately. But on your paper, put on your paper how much money your business did last year. Notice I said, I'll say job, because some of y'all are like, well, that's 0. Let's start with, how much money did you bring in last year? I'm going to put on here about when I was a school teacher. So this is what I did with the exercise. But on your paper, put how much money you did last year in revenue. Net, nothing. Let's put the number down. Everyone got the number? Don't share it publicly. It's all good. What was that? Annual for the year. How much you did last year. Now, for me, I was like, I want to get to $1 million a year. That's where I want to go. You guys can put what your goal is, but put next to that, what is it that you actually want to make per year? Now, $1 million sounds pretty good, right? So I'm going to go with $1 million. But you guys can do the math on your paper. But let's say, and by the way, that $1 million is not about the money, it's more about the why behind it, right? It's not just the $1 million, the money, the cash. It's more about what you can do with the money, where you can go, where you can travel. Like, what is your outcome that you want out of government contracting? So let's say it's $1 million. So we got an issue here. If it's $1 million and you made $50K last year, hypothetically, that means, actually I'm doing this color, that means you paid life $950,000. Sorry, I'm writing this on the computer. But you paid life $950,000 last year because you not knowing how to make $1 million. That hit, don't it? It hit. He was like, whoa, what? Wait a minute, hold up. You paid Life $950,000 last year for not knowing. So it's like the way my mentor explained it to me is no matter what in life, there's always going to be a cost, right? It's always going to be a cost. It is what it is. There's always going to be a cost in life. And for not knowing to get to your, again, that's just revenue target. Maybe your revenue target is 10 million. Maybe your revenue target is 20 million. Because you don't have the skill sets to get there, you haven't either invested in yourself, you haven't spent the time, you haven't read the books, you haven't got the course, you haven't got the mentorship, whatever it is. That's what that number is. And when I saw that number, guys, it shocked me. And I'll be honest with you guys, the program that I was investing in, that I've invested in twice, was $54,000. And at the time, I was like, bro, wait a second, it's $54K. I said, wait a minute, hold up, slow down. He said, yeah. I said, my goal was $1 million. He said, well, he did the math for me. I said, well, okay, that does make sense. Let me do one more for you guys. Some of you guys are young, and some of you guys are younger, right? So let's do this, young and younger. So some of you guys have been working for the last 20 years. Now times that number by 20. Yikes. Yikes, right? What's that, 19 million? And again, I'm not here to beat y'all up about it. I'm not here to be a Debbie Downer. I'm just here to paint a picture for you guys and put it in front of you of what exactly was shown in front of me before I had to make a decision to go like, you know what? Yeah, let me go ahead and do something different. I'm doing the same thing over and over and over again. Let me go do something different. You know, I had to see it on paper. I had to see it in front of me. Now you guys all have it in front of you, and now you can do something with the information. All I wanted to do is give you guys the information to be able to make a decision. Do you want to know how to make 6 and 7 figures a year in government contracting? Do you want to know how to actually do the middleman strategy and work with me and my team of coaches? If you do, all you got to do is book a phone call with us. You can book a phone call at www.thecontractingblueprint.com. It should be on the screen somewhere, maybe above me. www.thecontractingblueprint.com is also linked below. So what we'll do is we'll do a free 45-minute to hour phone call. I take some of the phone calls as I can. My team members take the phone calls. And what we'll do is we'll make sure you understand the middleman strategy, and it will tell you about our services. If we're a good fit for you, if you're a good fit for us, we hope so. If we are, then we'll help you guys win your first contract as well. So if you're interested, book a free phone call at the link above or below, and I'll see you guys there. All right, peace.